So how do you feel about getting a second victory now since returning to the UFC?
Feeling great, of course, but a little upset because I tried to meet the guy all the fight, but I didn't. It makes me upset just a little bit because I charge myself every time to be, no mistakes during the fight.
But do you consider that, yeah, you made mistakes, or, okay, so like what?
Like some details, to get the position, to don't lose some position, like half guard, like take his back on the ground, things like that.
Do you feel that there's a lot of support for you now after what you did to Tom Watson in your return fight? Do you feel that now there's a renewed interest in you and an excitement about your return to the UFC?
Of course, it's always good for the UFC, and like I'm here fighting the one great card and a great show, UFC 20 years, so I think they are liking my job, and I hope do every single fight better and better.
How does that feel for you to be here at the 20th anniversary card, being that you've had 2 stints in the UFC?
Yeah, it's amazing for me. It's really good, especially that I'm the only Brazilian guy fighting in the show, so I represent all my country, 200 million of people, so it's very proud.
You've got a 5-fight win streak going. Part of that's what brought you back here to the UFC. What kind of, momentum would you credit that to having that 5-fight win streak?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
Basically, what have you done differently at all? Something in your training to be able to go on that kind of win streak?
Yeah, I've been training a lot every single day, trying fixing my mistakes, trying to get more comfortable and more calm during the fight, especially it.
Which means also that você tem 5 lutadores em seguida, wins and victories in a row there.
Yeah, of course. I have 2 victories in a row since I'm back to the UFC, and I charge me every time because if I want to be on the top again, I have to submit or knock the guys out, and that's what I'm looking for. But I had my second chance. I won the fight, of course. This is important, really important, but I have to submit or knock out the guys.
Does it feel different this stay in the UFC? Does it feel different from the first time you were here?
You mean 2006?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. Many things change. The show is bigger, and much more fighters, especially in my division, tough fighters. And yeah, it is good, it's great, but I have many things to learn and grow up in the show.
What do you feel like you learned from the last time that you were in the UFC?
From my last fighting
out? From your last stay in the UFC.
Okay. Well, I learned a lot. I'm more confident, physically, mentally. I'm strong, in both ways. I'm older too, but it brings me more confidence to everything. It's amazing.
I interviewed you in 2010 after a loss, actually, and you were upset about your conditioning in that fight, and you were really mad at yourself. Is that something that you continue to work on after that? Do you feel that your conditioning is where you want it to be these days?
Yeah, my condition is way better than the last fight. Actually, that time that we talked was my mistake, because was one 5 minutes round fights, and I spent all my gas during the three first rounds. So now it's different. Like I told you, I'm older and I'm more confident. I'm more relaxing during the fight, and I have to be way more, So this is why I've been working all this time.
Let's talk about your team. Who have you been training with? You still with Nova Uniao?
Yeah, of course. I always be Nova Uniao is my team. André Petanheiro is my coach. It's like a dad, not only for me, but for all of us from Nova Uniao team. We have 2 champions, Renan Barão and José Aldo, and Renan Barão now in February 1st will take his belt, well deserved, That's my opinion. Of course, his opponent is great, but this is my opinion. And we have much more guys coming up, Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.